Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today video topic is about existence of limit, that at what circumstances or conditions that limit can be exist, and how we find limit on different function given at some point. Existence of limit depends on left hand limit and right hand limit. In order for a limit to exist, the function approaches same number coming from the right hand side as opposed to the left hand side. It means that both values of left hand and right hand will be same to the existence of limit. And when function approaches different number means that left hand limit not equal to a right hand limit. In that case, limit fail to exist. Now we are going to solve some example in which we evaluate left hand limit and right hand limit. With the help of these both limit, we will check that limit is exist or not. In example 1, limit is defined on a function at x is equal to 0. There are two conditions of function. If x is less than or equal to 0, function will be 2x plus 3. And if x is greater than 0, function will be 3x plus 1. Now what is the meaning of x is less than 0 and x is greater than 0? If x is less than 0 means you have to use left hand limit in our first function 2x plus 3. If x is greater than 0 means you have to use right hand limit in 3x plus 1. In a solution, limit is given x is equal to 0. From the left hand side to 0 means there are many small number. 0 minus h means h is coming from the left hand side, come crossing to a small number, and the direction of h is towards 0 means h approaches to 0. Now we are using left hand limit in term of x means you have to use 0 minus h. We have limit h tends to 0 to 0 minus h plus 3. 2 will be multiplied with bracket, then we have limit h tends to 0 minus 2h plus 3. Now you have to apply limit h is equal to 0, then you have answer of left hand limit is 3. Right hand limit means x is greater than 0, means h is coming from the right hand side, means come crossing to a positive number. Then you have to use second function 3x plus 1. In term of x you will use 0 plus h. Now we have limit h tends to 0, 3h plus 3. Apply limit h is equal to 0, then you have right hand limit is 3. And when left hand limit is equal to a right hand limit means the limit of function is exist. In a second example, limit is defined on x is equal to 1. There are also two conditions. First function is defined on between 0 to 1 and second function is defined on greater than 1. In a solution, left hand limit is defined on a first function 1 minus x square. In term of x you have to use left hand limit 1 minus h. Now why we are using 1? Because limit is defined on 1. We have limit h tends to 0, 1 plus 1 minus h square. According to a formula a minus b whole square which is equal to a square minus 2ab plus b square, we have limit h tends to 0, 1 plus 1 minus 2h plus h square. Then limit h tends to 0, 2 minus 2h plus h square, then apply limit h is equal to 0, then remaining part is 2. Left hand limit is equal to 2. Right hand limit defined on x greater than 1 means you have to use function 2 minus x. In term of x you have to use right hand limit 1 plus h. Then you have limit h tends to 0, 2 minus 1 minus h. Minus will be multiplied with bracket, then apply limit h is equal to 0, you have answer is equal to 1. Left hand limit is not equal to right hand limit means the limit of function does not exist. In example 3, we have a function limit x tends to 0 is equal to x square upon mod x. Whenever you have mod function, then mod function defined on two conditions. When x is less than 0, you have to use left hand limit minus x. When x is greater than 0, you have to use right hand limit x. From a left hand to 0, in term of mod, you have to use first condition minus x. We have limit x tends to 0, x square upon minus x. X and x will be cancelled, remaining part is minus x. then apply limit x is equal to 0. You have answer of left hand limit is 0. And from right hand to 0. In term of mod you have to use second condition x when x is greater than 0. Then we have limit x tends to 0 x square upon x. X and x will be cancelled, then you have remaining part is limit x tends to 0 x. Apply limit x is equal to 0. Answer of right hand limit is 0. Left hand limit is equal to a right hand limit, then the limit of function exists. In example, for limit is defined on x is equal to 1. There are two conditions. First condition defined between 0 to 1 and second condition defined between 1 and 2. Means that in a first condition you have to use left hand limit and in second condition you have to use right hand limit. In a solution, in term of x you have to use left hand limit 1 minus h because limit is defined on 1. We have limit h tends to 0, 5, 1 minus h minus 4. Then limit h tends to 0, 5 multiply with bracket 5 minus 5h minus 4. 5 minus 4 is equal to 1. Then we have 1 minus 5h, apply limit h is equal to 0, then you have left hand limit is equal to 1. In a right hand limit you have to use second function 4x cube minus 3x. When x is greater than 1 you have to use right hand limit 1 plus h. Then you have limit h tends to 0, 4, 1 plus h cube minus 3, 1 plus h. Then apply limit h is equal to 0. Then you have 4 minus 3 which is equal to 1. Right hand limit is equal to 1. Left hand limit is equal to right hand limit. Then the limit of function is exists.